I know there are people that get up every day and they do things with their hair, like with a curling iron, but that's just not going to be me in this lifetime, and I'm okay with that. More time for practicing. Day 21. So I practiced today. I had established my routine in the morning. I've gotten momentum going. But here's the problem. I really need those first few hours. I wasn't practicing for an hour, but my routine included like meditation and then practicing. I need those 2 hours to really be the time when I do the hard things for my business, because my brain is, you know, when you go to sleep and then you get like this fresh new brain if you've had enough sleep, and it's willing to it's like a more idealized version of yourself is at the front of the day, and then it kind of deteriorates. At least that's my experience. So I keep talking about ChatGPT, but Chat reminded me that perhaps switching it up and doing afternoon when my brain kind of wants to float away, that would be a better time to meditate and practice, and that was correct, at least for today. So I'm going to try it again, and I got a lot done in the morning. So when I was sitting on my meditation cushion, I wasn't having all my to-do list thoughts go by because they were already mapped out and planned and done. And then when I sat down to practice, it felt like, this never feels, when you practice, it's never going to feel like, watching a movie on a recliner, but it felt good compared to what the challenge that I started out the day with, which is doing the hardest things. And a lot of times in business, the hardest things are hard because you're doing things, making decisions, and you're doing things you haven't ever done before, wondering how it's going to go. But I think I'm going to test this because I just got home from teaching. It's almost 10. Let's see if I remember my newest tune. Oh, I should tighten my bow. I always like a looser bow. Seems like in fiddle music, you can get like this, something a little extra from that. And I know in Greek fiddling, they really use a loose bow. Anyway, okay. Okay, so you can see I'm looking up. It's like if you look up this way to the left, you are trying to remember something. So I can remember it, but obviously it's throwing my timing off, etc. How long does it take before you really know a tune? Because I can learn it in one day, but then is it there the next day? And is it how I want it to sound in 2 weeks? So this is now in my repertoire. It's called Free Falling. In fact, I'll put a link to the video that I'm learning this from, and then you can learn it by ear if you want it to do it as well. It goes really nicely after Farewell to Wally Range, which is like my latest favorite fiddle tune. Yeah, so those are my thoughts. I will try practicing in the afternoon after lunch tomorrow. So I will see you for day 22. I hope your practicing is going well. I think a lot of it is just finding like a routine, like a time, and then a system to practice in, and then catching the moment when it first feels stale and then switching up something, either the time or something in the routine. I'm doing a classical etude. Who knew? Okay, see you in the next one.